Good afternoon. Huh. Well, we just discovered on a map that we found the beacons in Columbiana County, Ohio for the airmail. So there should be, an airport by each one and then arrows, but nothing showed up. I printed out 3 maps of each one. Well, 1 map of each one. And nothing showed up on Google Earth, so I'm sure all the evidence is gone. But finally found something online or whatever, and that was pretty cool. And not only shows a map of everyone in the country, it actually lists them. But it puts the dot on the map and everything. And I kind of turned the camera on early here. I still got another one stop, and then it's at the end of this road. And my parents moved here in '69, and they came down this road quite a bit. The red and white guardrails or something I remember as a kid. You'll see up ahead if they're still there. My luck, they probably just changed them. And this road ends on the Lincoln Highway, US 30, and there used to be a sign telling you how far maybe Reno was and New York City at the end. But that was like 50 years ago. And the name of the road is, it's named, it's like Signal Tower Road or something. I'm like, oh my God, how did we ever miss this? So my job in the military is navigation systems that took over after these beacons, were decommissioned. Well, on the road I live on, what a poor excuse. I think they're just fascinating as can be. So this is Depot Road south of Salem, Ohio, and it actually ends on the Lincoln Highway. And somehow, it's not a road we take too often anymore. I think I took my sailboat down here because it was a less hilly route, 2008, to launch on the lake south of here. Guardrails have been replaced. I guess they have been. Yeah, they're red and white boarding or whatever for decades. And of course, now that I mention it, let's replace them. Wow, it's beautiful down here. The trees are changing colors. Beacon Light Road. Dear Lord, how did I miss this all these years? Beacon Light Road. So we brought some Boeing t-shirts. They're quite large. There's like 4 X's on there. I wear 5. That gives you a hint what this electric car's hauling around. And I brought some Boeing books just in case somebody gets nasty about here. And they're all new. I've never been down this road, never even paid attention, never heard of it. It's off the street I live on in town. Oh, wow. Kind of nice and hidden away. Well, you can read that. You can deliver a pizza there without any trouble. So the map shows the dot toward the end of the road or wherever on the right-hand side. There's a veterinarian it showed too on the map. So somewhere they'd have to be like a flat runway here and not up and down stuff. the top of the hill here on this side looks better, and it's actually saying it's on the right side for some reason, but maybe it's after this curve. Oh, there's a veterinary clinic on the right. So there's nothing there on the road that's showing anything. A Bacon Light Road again. And we'll do a U-turn and everything and recalculate. If I had to guess, I bet it would be on top of the hill. Huh, I could have turned around. Whoever was following me stopped. I bet I can do a U-turn right here. Let's do a U-turn in the Nissan Leaf and see how it works. Oh, maybe this veterinary clinic. I could probably, if I could call them. Little veterinary clinic. Huh. Well, we can call them. I've got a phone number. It says by appointment only. Because that makes more sense on this side of the road. The other one's like a big gully for a freaking, you know, what was a water. They did have a canal system going through here. Huh, that looks like our old 4Runner. Well, maybe I'll turn around and ask them over here. But yeah, it shows us property like here on the other side of the road here. But maybe this man. Well, there is a field. See that? I have to head to the. I want to see if this guy knows. He's out there with his pet. There's a field across the gully over there. So this is a nice high point. We're east-southeast of Guilford Lake or something. Wow, there's a pond down there. It might be part of the old canal system and stuff. So, yeah, there's a guy standing here. Yeah, just over here. Well, I'm going to turn it off. They might not want to. Well, that was pretty cool. They're nice people. It's a vet by appointment only. Well, I guess they all would be. There'd be no emergency one. And I guess it's a lady. So maybe I'll send her some information. But the only other place would be across the street. I think I'll make a loop around the road again. A young lady in there is just so nice and kind. But you can see the train drops off to the right over there. It'd be like, wow, this is a very high point. It's a beautiful horse. This is a very high point here. And you know, you're in the right area. The road is what... I gave her the paper. So, it is Beacon Light Road. Close to Lisbon, south of Salem, Ohio. Yeah, if there was somebody out on the property here, you know, you gotta watch nowadays. And they might not like an electric car. I would just tell them, hey, the guy who built them or drove an electric car. Who knows? So, you see this on the right, that just makes sense. There's something there. I don't know what the heck that is. It's a pump or something. Man, it's kind of rugged down through here too. Oh, they got horses. Beautiful. Who knows? Maybe it went across the road. Well, there's a hill to the right, but nothing's real flat. It could have run across the road here from right to left or something too. I'm gonna take a look at this valley. It's pretty steep. Yeah, they wouldn't put that. It has to be on a hill and a high point and everything. Well, there's a cabin back here. And we'll make the loop or whatever. We'll take this road and go around the block and see what it is. And I think I'll do a tour since I'm down here, and kind of feels like Saturday, but it's a Friday. I'll do a tour of Guilford Lake on a video, go around 100%, and stuff like that. This guy's checking his mail here. He's turning around. Sir, I got a question for you. I don't live here. I'm turning around. He pulled in and then he went back down the road the same way he was going. So this is Depot Road. That was named for the train depot in Salem. It used to run from the main street in Salem south. And then once they did the name changes in 1929, everything out of town became Depot. And Depot Road in Salem became South Ellsworth. So there's a beautiful spot through here. Now I can expand the search, maybe the dots off a bit, and see what it says. There might be some county maps years ago that would show stuff or whatever. 3 in Columbiana County. We're only going to hang around 1 today. And when I travel those other directions, I could check one out tomorrow, because I am set to go the other way. So yeah, in 2008 I was bringing my sailboat down there because it's a less windy road, and the guy I bought it from said, "Hey, be careful, it doesn't have brakes on the trailer." And I made it at the stop sign, but it was like, whoa. It was a 1983 Econoline. So, well, I'm gonna go to the left here. Used to be an antique dealer that has a history book on the canals that was around here somewhere 50 years ago. Had a shack, an antique store. So we gotta find, what the minimum was for the, how flat it was on top. See, there, oh wow. On the right, there's a nice high flat top right to the right, south of the Lincoln Highway up there. Wow, I would look around. I think an old county map, if we could find an old county map, that would really do something there. Beacon Light Road, just went by it again. We don't want to go by again to, seem like we're too nuts. I don't know if this is a driveway or what here. Tree work ahead. Okay, well, yeah, I don't want to turn around here. I want to find a little bit better place. I thought it was a road. Oh, I seen the work sign. Well, there's the fall colors. I might be too late, so maybe I'll head to Lake Erie next week. Kind of recovering from that long trip over 2 weeks ago. Between the spinal injuries or whatever, it's just, I'm really pushing things. So they get the sign there, and you don't know if it's the driveway or the street when you're coming on these places. So. Well, this guy will turn. And then we'll do a U-turn. Right in the middle of things here. Well, if somebody isn't speeding excessively, we'll be fine. So that gives you an example of the turning radius of the, Nissan Leaf. Wow, so yeah, coming a different direction again. So Beacon Light Road, I mean, it's on that side. But yeah, up on the left it's nice and high in the plateau. But who knows, 100 years. And you'd really have to be into farming to remove the concrete. You could, several of the slabs of concrete were square or rectangular. You could build a shed or something on them and make it useful, repurpose the things. So, wow. Yeah, how about that? And who knows if this road construction, when it was done, is that airmail thing? I think it started, in 1917 and went to the early 30s. So maybe it was done before this road was finished through here. But I'm sure there's older properties through here. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, they got their perfect lawn. So we got things up to the right there. Yeah, there is an open field just to the right. And that's actually coming this direction. I imagine the field was built, this way too. It's the arrows all pointed the same direction of flow of traffic, and then Beacon Lake Road. How about that? And then I'm sure the runways went the same direction, unless they went sort of prevailing wind, so you could land and take off at slower speeds. Wow, I had no idea the leaves would change so much. It's actually very gorgeous. I better get out there, charge my camera and stuff for landscapes. I haven't done that for quite 4 years. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming along with me on the ride, and I'll see what I can find out about that. I'll get back on Google Earth and see what the appropriate one would be. A topographical map might show, because I'm sure whatever they did or whatever characteristic they shot for is still there. Only a roadway or, major construction is going to change stuff like that. So, all right, I'm going to cut you off here, and then I'm going to drive around Guilford Lake and do a tour video and post that also. Be safe out there. Take care. Like and share if you would.